Today is Wednesday, Parashat Vayishlach. Yaakov Avinu is about to meet his brother Esav. The pasuk tells us that Vayakom balayla, he got up that night and he took all his family and everything that belonged to him. Vayikahem va'avrim et nahar, he passed them over to the other side of the river. Vayaver et ashelo, and he passed everything. And then the next pasuk, Vayivater Yaakov levado, and Yaakov was left by himself alone. Vayavek ish imo adalot hashachar, and ish is a person, but actually the Midrash tells us he was the angel of Esav, struggled with him until the morning. But why does it say that Yaakov was left by himself? He happened to be with his whole family and his whole entourage. So in the Masechet Chulin, in the Gemara, it explains that it says, Vayivater Yaakov levado, Yaakov was just by himself alone. Amar Bil'azar said, Shenishtayer al pachim ktanim, that he was left behind alone because he went to get these small little jars that he had. Small little jars that would seem to be unimportant. He had come back that he said, with a lot of wealth. He had sheep and cattle and camels and a big asset of different things that he had. So why does he go back for these small little jars that he may have forgotten? Now he's going back to get them. Now he's by himself. This is when the angel of Esav struggles with him. And here in the Gemara it says, Mikan, from this we learn that tzaddikim shechaviv alehem mamonam yoter megufam. And he says here, from this we learn that whatever a person owns, even though it seems those things that seem unimportant, are dear to the righteous people. Bekolkach lama, and why? Lefi she'en poshtim yedehem begezel. Because everything that they earn it honestly. They earn it in a way that is totally honest, and therefore everything that they own, even those little jars, have importance for them, for the righteous people. And that's why Yaakov went back to get them, because he didn't want to be wasteful of something that he earned honestly and something that was granted to him by Hashem. And from this we learn also a lesson that a person should never be wasteful. We live in a society that many times we see a lot of waste, and people are not careful to use whatever Hashem has granted them in a way that is proper, and not to just relate to it as something that is unimportant. Here Yaakov Avinu goes back even for these small little jars. Similar to it, there is another mitzvah that we have of Bal Tashchit, to not destroy. We're talking about fruit trees. Even if you have to make a ramp to conquer a city in a war, you're not allowed to cut down fruit trees, because we have to be careful to preserve what we have and to appreciate everything that Hashem has granted us. Even if they seem to be unimportant, if you have them, there is a reason for it. That's why Yaakov went back for even those little jars. He didn't want to just leave them behind and forget about them. And I've seen many times where people, they thank God they're affluent and they have wealth, and they don't appreciate those little things that Hashem has granted them. When a person earns things honestly and he appreciates the gift that Hashem has given him, even those small little things would gain importance because they have a use for them. And not to be wasteful is a good quality to keep in general with everything that we have. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.